Regardless of what anyone says, One Punch Man is an extremely large anime. Originally, I was out of the loop when it came to the show, and I thought it was a thing that just a couple of my friends offline knew about, but like many of the other things on Netflix, it's enormous. With the talk of the second season coming through in 2019, what's being said about it? Going over the more local fans, those being the Netflix ones since I've already mentioned them here, One Punch Man is one of the more accessible anime like Full Metal Alchemist, Fate, Pokemon, and really whatever Netflix or Crunchyroll is massively advertising. Along with being able to access, it's a lot easier to get into and enjoy than a lot of anime with slower paced introductions. Adding on to that is a shonen with a lot more comedic moments than most. When One Punch Man is the topic of conversation with that area of people, I'm always told about how good it is because it can be casually enjoyed at any time, and it develops enough for you to be invested in it. The tropes are played well enough to be understood by the layman, and the animation keeps the eyes on the screen, plus the sound design is great and has a good set of voice actors on. It's so good, so of course people are going to want season 2. I haven't seen that area of people losing their mind at season 2 taking its time though, mostly because if you do have Netflix, there's always something to watch. Unless you have a lot of free time and ran through everything. In that case, I suggest Mad Men. The next area of fans where I was for a while until I saw how cool the manga is the general anime fans. Of my own experience, there has yet to be an anime that did what One Punch Man did to the world in the time of its release and a couple of years later. I think one of my favorite things that it had done is create this huge mishmash among the regular fans, the ones that used One Punch Man as a medium to joke around with the other shonen people, and then there's the people that take the joke seriously and says he's a man that legitimately takes out everything in one punch. There would be constant fights about stuff along the lines of Superman versus Saitama, or Saitama versus Goku, or against Mewtwo King on Final Destination. Ridiculously strong fictional characters that you can't see him going against, but it's played with so much, and I love it. But more on the anime. What was said before applies here, but just in sub. Then there was said on what's the premise of the show and how people will take what they will. The approach of the show being a comedic take on traditional shonen has been an easy thing that people had agree with, but I'm on the side that there's a lot more than to what that is. For what happens inside of the franchise as a whole and the types of characters we have, I have reason to believe that One Punch Man is definitely more than just a comedy with fights. At least that's just my take on it, because I believe that there's a bit more depth than what it's being given credit for. And on terms of anticipation for season 2, there's an apparent divide on those that can't wait and those that can live without it being on. Pick up JoJo and Hunter, they're good, they're really good. But it's really not that much of a surprise that there is this huge amount of want for season 2, especially of how big it is. And finishing it off, there's the manga fans, which off of experience alone, I believe that they're the most neutral party there is. For all the people that I know that read the manga, they're happy for the anime, but they were living completely fine without it because of how good the manga is. And that makes a lot of sense because, one, the manga is still going, and all you really have to do is just wait for chapters. And two, the art in the manga is extremely well, like it's pretty good. So with retaining all of the great aspects of One Punch Man and now consuming it through an easier way with phenomenal art seems like the most optimal way of doing so. Plus, even when season 2 comes out and finishes, the manga readers will still be massively ahead of the game. So while everyone will wait for season 3, the manga continues on like it normally does. And along with that, the One Punch Man fans of the mangas are probably some of the coolest fans that I know, that they're just not completely outrageous and they don't have this thing that they try to hold over anyone like some fandoms that I will not mention, and they're pretty cool. So finishing it all off, One Punch Man season 2 is an anime people are waiting for, just different ways that I mentioned. There's also the people that are waiting to start it when season 2 comes out, but it's like, why would I even cover this? Thank you all for watching. This is basically my first step into One Punch Man for the channel, and obviously I did the whole stand thing, but that was just like a little thing that I did. And it's always been a thing that I've had interest in. I want to have a trinity of anime going on here. It's like there's JoJo, there's Hunter, and also there's One Punch Man, but then there's also Mob, which it'd be easier to get into since it's actually already over. So that could be something cool to be interested in. I don't know. I might just see what I could do with it. Hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Until then, peace out and Godspeed.